Hey everyone, I had another question that, had to challenge the mind. And so let's talk about what we need to do to figure out how to test your fabric when there's no selvage. Remember, here's the selvage on this fabric. It is obvious. That is not always the case. Quilters, we get away with it because usually this is what we will see. Not so much with some other fabrics and not with all quilters cotton, or I should say cotton in general. So how do you figure out what side is the lengthwise and the widthwise of the fabric? Let me show you. If I have a square like this one and I look around, I don't see that white edge of the selvage like I would normally see on fabric. It might be on the other side that was cut off, or maybe it was just cut off in general. I can see in this case that this is the selvage, and I know that because I can see just a little bit of white here, which tells me that this was the edge of the fabric. But also, if you look close enough, you can see that it's tightly woven at that edge, and there's very little fraying. If I look on every other side, you will absolutely see that there is fraying that's happening. And the more I handle it, the more fraying there is. If this wasn't there, what do? Let's look at the opposite side of this so that we don't have this in the way. Here is the opposite side for the length, so it's still the length, and it's fraying. And I don't know right now that this is the length. I can do what's called the tug test. So if I tug, the length is usually the strongest part of the fabric, and it's the tightest. So you can hear it. I'm going to stop playing with it and let me show you another side. The crosswise is the width of the fabric, and it has a little bit more give. So when you pull it, you can still hear a little bit of tug, but you can see that stretch. So I know now this is the width, and I know this is the length. And of course, we know that the bias is at the 45-degree angle, and it has the most amount of stretch. So if you're stuck and you don't know which is which, give it a tug. So I hope that helps. And if you have any other questions, please let me know. Until then, happy sewing and quilting.